Are you ready? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the Fall 2013 Total You Wellness Series. Corporate wellness programs are an investment in the College of Agriculture and Human Sciences and Prairie View A&M University's most valuable asset, our staff and faculty. Studies have shown that employees are more likely to be on the job and performing well when they are in optimal physical and psychological health. In addition to enhancing productivity, corporate wellness programs have been shown to be effective tools in slowing the growth of healthcare costs. The Family and Consumer Sciences Unit, Total You Wellness, new corporate wellness program was launched in the spring of 2013. This initiative served as a goal for the program specialists to bridge relationships across campus while providing students, staff, and faculty opportunities to participate in some of the successful outreach efforts that county agents, supported and trained by program specialists, have implemented in their respective counties. The specialists provided 1-hour lectures once a month to over 250 participants in the areas of nutritional health, physical health, mental health, technology health, and financial health at PBAMU's main campus and the College of Nursing. These workshops were facilitated by various staff, faculty, and community members who have been identified as experts in their respective fields. The Summer Breeze kickoff session occurred on July 15, 2013, with a presentation on health benefits of cucumbers by Dr. Ming Gao, accompanied by a food demonstration presented by the FCS program leader and program specialist. I'm excited to present to you the first speaker for the fall series, Ashwani Srivastava. His presentation today will be centered on the health benefits of meditation. Please welcome Ashwani Srivastava. One last thing. You all received these nice door hangers. They were made by our student worker. If you all will kindly cut that out when you get back to your office, and you can hang this on your door. Now I'm going to turn it over to Ashwani.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, even though we have less crowd, but I think everybody is dedicated, and medication is dedication. So, actually it was a long talk with Daniel about conducting something like this. And Lord Shell always supports human sciences. And I think this is one of the wonderful time and to do it because my father was here. So we are really fortunate today that he's here. But I won't take a lot of time because we have a lot to follow today. And we are going to explain the outline of this workshop is first yoga introduction, because meditation is a part of yoga. There are different limbs of yoga. So meditation is one of them. So first we'll introduce that, and then scientific interpretation of meditation, which will be done by my father. And then yoga demonstration by Sister Prabha. And then we will have a hands-on meditation, 1 or 2 techniques. And you have a handout that has some techniques of penance, how to live life. Because yoga teaches you how to live life. It's a lifestyle. It's not that, some religious or anything. It is a lifestyle, and it is a very ancient, yoga is very ancient. It's more than 5,000 years old thing which people have adopted over a period of time and got benefited. And today you will listen some of the things right from my father who's been through all this, and he's going to explain to you. So let me just introduce a little bit about yoga. Yoga is a Sanskrit word. Means addition. In math, you say addition, right? So that's yoga. Yoga in Sanskrit is another name of addition. So what you add? You add energy, right? Where? To your body, to your mind. And that's what the yoga teaches you all about. So that's why I said it is a lifestyle. How you make changes in your lifestyle. And the handout which is given, that follows from the time you wake up. And you see, first thing is Ushapan. Usha means sun. Before sun, you drink something, and you drink water. So don't do anything, just drink water, and it will detoxify your body. So that is the first thing you should do, when you wake up in the morning. The second thing is that you should be, meditating on sun. So that means what? You have to wake up before sun wakes up, right? Then only you can see sun rising, right? And then you can meditate. So all that is there in the handout, but I'm going to push some more material later on. But this is just a first dose, because it's a very vast subject and very difficult to cover in 1 hour. There is no way. Nobody in the world can cover this subject. But the basic meaning of yoga is to add, just like in math, add. And add what? Energy. There are 8 limbs of yoga. The left hand side, you see that there. These things are in Sanskrit, yam. Maybe it's not a familiar word for you, but the right side is the English meaning of it. So yam is one of the limb. It's called virtues, and then niyam. Niyam means rules, regulations you set up, right? But this is this rule to care your body. How, what are the rules you set to care for your body? The next is asana, posture, very, very important. Because our spinal cord is such that you have to position yourself right, otherwise you will hurt your spinal cord. And you know that the nervous system, the nervous system goes through your spinal cord, right? So the asana posture is very important. The way you sit, the way you walk, the way you perform yoga. Pranayama. Pranayama is something, it's a breathing training. How you inhale more oxygen in your body. Because we all know that oxygen is needed by the body. The next thing is that pratyahara, to turn the mind inward. This is a very big thing actually. This will take 3 hours to explain inward. It's like, internal thinking. And that's we are coming closer to meditation. Rather than thinking about outside, think about within yourself. So antarmukhi, in Sanskrit it's called antarmukhi, means within yourself. Because everything, the supreme consciousness is within, and we have to enlighten that. So that is what is to turn mind inward. And then the next is dharana, concentration, focus. You concentrate on something. So that is also another limb of yoga. Now we come on meditation, which is dhyan. Dhyan is a Sanskrit word, okay, and it is more than 5,000 years old word. But the English meaning of that is meditation, which we are going to see today, that how it helps. And also the ultimate is samadhi. That is illumination. You enlighten yourself from inside, and very few people in the world achieve it, but it is achievable. One example today we see Buddha. So he got samadhi. He gone to that stage, and you see the petal on his crown. So he achieved that level of meditation, and that is called samadhi. Samadhi means he disconnected from the rest of the world, and he reached the truth. He found the truth. Even scientists today, what they do, they find the truth, right? And once they get into that, they forget about the whole world, right? So that is what Buddha did. Buddha went into that, and he found the truth. Then he forgot about the world. And he is enlightened. So that is what is samadhi, which is very, very difficult for us who really live a real life, But at least we can go for this dhyana, which is one step below that, and we can achieve that. So in the bottom you see strong mentally, physically, morally, and spiritually. That is what the whole essence of yoga. In the bottom line you see there. Now what are the challenges we have? I'm just giving you a small snapshot of our nervous system, okay, and why we talk about so much stress and this. So have you ever thought about that? Why this is happening? This is the reason. I don't want to read the slide, but I'll tell you that there are 100 billions of nerves in our body, in our brain and body, entire body, and 1,000 to 100,000 neural connections. The nodes where we connect, like we have a network, also we have nodes. We connect and we go through that. So there are more than 100,000 and more than the estimated number of stars. That many nodes we have in our system, in our nervous system. So one process of thought involves connectivity more than the telephone connections in the world at a given time. One thought, and that our mind is a machine, thought machine, right? It generates thought. So if you look back at the calculation that, one thought, if it generates, how much, neural current and, energy needs to move. So that is the total connection of the whole world. So you can imagine that how big super machine our brain is, and who controls the entire nervous system. So, and at least on an average, by research, it is found that 60,000 thoughts per day an average person does. You can imagine how much stress we are going through this, right? This is a normal stress, but people in different stages will have different number of thoughts. Some people might have 100,000, 1 million thoughts. And you can imagine the brain going through. That is why our brain gets weakened until unless we do something to recover those energy, and the meditation is the answer. And as you can see, there are two factors, NGF and BDNF. These two factors needs to be enhanced, and that can be enhanced by, you see here, Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga is meditation. It's another addition, in India. Yoga means addition. So that is a yoga. And also martial art, jogging, aerobic, all that increases these things. So Hatha Yoga is another thing which is really very powerful. So I'll stop right here because I don't want to take a lot of time. And I'm going to introduce my father to all of you. And I think today I'm really super excited to introduce my own father here at this stage, at this podium, and thank you for the opportunity. He was also very excited. Because one thing I learned from my father, that giving back, what he said once he retired, he said, I have taken a lot from the nature, now it's time to give back. And I remember he was teaching at home, bringing the students and teaching them at home. And 1 or 2 days he was teaching for free. Anybody can come and get tutor for free all day. So that is what he was telling, that I am giving back. So this art of giving, I learned from him. So in order to introduce him, I'll just tell you that he is an entomologist, and he was a professor. I think he retired from his work 10 years ago. He taught for 40 years as a professor of zoology, and I saw him doing research at home on silkworm. Silk, the cloth you wear. So he did a lot of research on silkworm, and he has more than 30 international papers published. And so these are his professional achievements, and he always had the spiritual connection. So, and he was able to relate better because he understands the physiology and anatomy of a body better than any other person, because he's teaching every day, last 40 years. So when Daniel told me about that, then I talked to him, and he said, okay, let me see if I can. So he will tell his own story and how he got benefited from this. And he has a mission in his mind that the thing he did, and it would help him, he's going to give back to people and let others also get benefited by that. So that is his mission. And let me introduce my mother. She's, my father's, I didn't say my father's name. So his name is Anjani Kumar Srivastava. So we share the same last name. Anjani is his first name. And my mother, Geeta Srivastava, I'm fortunate to have her here with us today. And she is a dynamite, I can tell you. She's a dynamite. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit what she does at home. She works a lot of community work. This meditation workshop and meditation work she does every Sunday at home, and the entire community got benefited by this. And since they are here for 2 months, she's getting everyday call, this problem, that problem, how to solve this, that. So she is that, but the language is a barrier here because she doesn't speak English very well. So otherwise she would have talked about how to do it and everything. But she's an expert, and she's doing a lot of community work, and she has taken an oath to improve the mankind wherever she lives, whatever her limitations are. And the third one is Sister Prabha. She is going to be our yoga teacher today, and she is going to show some of these. You have this brochure which we showed it to you, which we given it to you. So she is going to show that. She is doing yoga teaching and yoga practice for the last 10 years. She has 2 sons, both are doctors, and her daughter-in-law is also a doctor. They are in Wisconsin and in New Jersey. They are doing their residency. So you can see that the family also takes benefit from that, from the parent. So here I'll end, and I'll gladly introduce my father again, and I just called him up here at the podium, and you can start your. Let me switch on your. Yeah, check. Yeah. So you have pen and everything there.
Okay. Brothers and sisters of pre-review A&M University, I feel much fortunate to come in your hall and very much thankful to you that you have given me the opportunity to say something, to share something with you. I am going to explain the scientific aspect of meditation and yoga. You know, yoga and meditation these days also in practice nearly in the entire globe. Why it is in practice in entire globe? It is only because a number of diseases, it may be by some infections, it may be due to eating of junk food, it may be due to certain bad habits. So the whole world is completely on cry this way or that way, suffering from this way or that way by different ways. Not only the physical disease, mental diseases are also there. And so, you must be knowing, or you let know now, the entire human body is composed of so many systems. One system is able to provide you nutrition that you call digestive system. Another system.
Switch off this. You want to hold it?
Take it out.
Yeah,
Don't mind, I'm suffering from cough. So, what I was telling you, our body, for the sake of nutrition, has got in the body digestive system. That digestive system it is concerned with nutrition. Nutrition is available to you through various type of food. And this food is converted to very fine molecules in order to absorb all of the tissues in your body. But how it can be absorbed? For that, the system is assisted by another system that we call the circulatory system. This system is assisted by blood and it is circulated under certain pressure by pumping from the heart. So the absorbed nutrition from the alimentary canal will be taken by the blood, and through the blood it is pumped to entire tissue of the body by the pumping action of the heart. What the tissue will do then? The tissue then required to generate energy, and for the generation of energy another system is assisted, that is respiratory system. This respiratory system includes chief organ as lung, and the lung, it is chiefly provided with two lobes. This is the opening, this one is the larynx, and this is trachea. And then it is divided into bronchus, then again rebranched to four bronchiole. It is again divided to fine branches. This is known as alveolar duct. And these ducts are finally connected with a number of this type of sac, just like the hollow bunch of a grape. And such structures you call alveolus. And these are externally outwardly, these are supplied with the fine capillary of blood vessels. The pulmonary vein, which collect the pure blood from the lung to the heart, another vessel in the front with the same capillaries here also. This is pulmonary artery. It carries deoxygenated blood to lung, and this blood will carry oxygenated blood to lung. And we inhale air along with oxygen. You know very well about 20% oxygen is available in atmosphere. But at this time, I mean at this room, oxygen capacity is not 20%. Because oxygen remain not intact as it should be, because the industries, motor vehicle, we people, other animals respire and consume them. So the best time to take oxygen should be in the early morning. At that time, people also suggest you to do some exercise. So, these alveolus, in plural you can say alveoli. The outline of the lung is not like that, it is like just like a lobe. This side also it is just like a lobe. So this lung has got billions of such chambers. Billions of such chambers, more than 10 billions. But we people utilize only 25% of this. What about the remaining 75%? These are remain closed. These are not being used by you or any normal person. I will discuss it later on, the detail why we are not using that. Then, by a number of respiratory reactions here, oxygen is loaded to your blood here. It again returns back to your circulatory system, heart, and heart distribute that oxygenated blood to all of your tissues. And then a number of energy reactions in your tissue cell like Krebs cycle, burning of glucose with the help of oxygen. phosphorylation, the breakdown of phosphorus. So, a number of respiratory reactions, chemical reactions are made in the cell, in the mitochondrial portion of the cell, in the cytoplasm of the cell, and that produce energy. That energy energizes you to work. This is a normal phenomenon. Then, that energy is used in the body, and ultimately during this reaction, carbon dioxide as a vast gas is evolved in your tissues. This carbon dioxide will be simplified by mixed with water, and finally by a chain of reaction it will be converted to urea. नहीं ठीक है, हम दे देंगे, तुरंत हो जाएगा देने लगे यूरिक एसिड, and this urea and uric acid will be expelled out, eliminated from your tissues, collecting again with the blood with the help of hemoglobin by a system called excretory system. The organ which executes it is kidney. And then finally to maintain the life cycle, the reproductive system is there. Now let us think how these systems are running smoothly without interfering each another. There is a commander seated above the layer of all these organs in the head region. And that commanding system is called nervous system. It includes brain, it includes a spinal cord, so the brain is the president of your university. It is the president, like president of your university, the brain is working in your body. So, the meditation which we are going to talk is chiefly concerned with the brain and its functionings. The brain in human, it is kept inside a bony box in our skull, having these two lobes with so many convolutions, and one portion is here and another portion is here. And here we have at the ventral side, this is completely diagrammatic structure. I am not drawing in natural way. There is a structure here. So, I want to show you some organs here, which is the cream organ of the brain, which regulate all of your physiological activities. One structure is found here between these two lobes. I am just imaginary drawing this. This structure is called pineal. Pineal body. If we enlarge this structure, we have just 1 year old